You're about to eat ramen in Tokyo. You walk into a shop. The menu is entirely in Japanese. The counter is packed, and you have no idea what you're ordering. Here's what you need to know. First, let's talk about what ramen actually is. Ramen is a noodle soup dish that came to Japan from China over 100 years ago. Today, it's one of Japan's most iconic foods. But here's the thing most tourists don't realize. There's no single ramen. In Tokyo alone, there are thousands of ramen shops. Each one has its own style, its own broth recipe, its own way of preparing noodles. Some shops have been perfecting their recipe for 50 years. So ramen isn't just food, it's craft. There are 5 main styles of ramen you'll encounter in Tokyo. First, Tonkotsu. That's a creamy, rich broth made by boiling pork bones for hours, sometimes 12 hours, sometimes 20. The broth becomes white and milky, heavy, filling. Tonkotsu comes mostly from the Fukuoka region, but you'll find it everywhere in Tokyo now. Second, Shoyu, the most traditional Tokyo style. Shoyu means soy sauce. The broth is made with chicken, fish, or pork stock combined with soy sauce. It's lighter than tonkotsu. Clear. You can see through it. The flavor is savory and complex. If you're new to ramen, this is often the safest choice. Third, miso. The broth is flavored with miso paste. Miso is fermented soybeans. It gives the broth a deeper, earthier taste, usually a bit spicy. Miso ramen was born in Sapporo, Hokkaido in the 1950s and spread nationwide throughout the 1960s and has never left. Fourth, Shio. Shio means salt. This is the lightest, most delicate style. The broth is pale, almost clear. The flavor is subtle. If tonkotsu is like cream, Shio is like spring water with whispered flavor. It's harder to master, so fewer shops make it well. Fifth, Tsukemen. Not technically ramen, but you'll see it everywhere. Instead of noodles in hot broth, you dip cold noodles into a small cup of thick, concentrated broth. It's like fondue, but with noodles. Perfect in summer. Now, here's something surprising. There are about 8,000 ramen shops in Tokyo. 8,000. That's one for every 100 people. And they're not all the same. Each neighborhood has its own ramen culture. Ikebukuro is famous for tonkotsu. Shibuya leans toward shoyu. Shinjuku has everything. The ramen map of Tokyo is actually a map of the city's history and immigration patterns. Fascinating. So how do you order? When you enter a ramen shop, you'll usually see a vending machine or a counter. Look at the menu. It will have pictures. Use those pictures. Don't be shy. Point, take a photo with your phone and show it. Japanese people understand. Next, you'll see options. Size: small, medium, large. Don't order large unless you're very hungry. A medium bowl is substantial. Then toppings. The most common, chashu, which is slow-cooked pork. Nori, which is seaweed, a soft-boiled egg, green onions, bamboo shoots, corn, bean sprouts. You can usually add toppings for a small extra charge. But here's the trap new visitors fall into. They order everything. The bowl becomes crowded. The flavors compete. Start simple. Taste the broth first. The broth is the soul of the dish. Price matters too. In Tokyo, a basic bowl of ramen costs between 800 and 1,500 yen. That's about $5 to $10. A premium bowl with extra toppings and rare meat might cost 3,000 yen or more. But even the cheapest bowl is usually made with care. Don't assume cheap means bad. When your ramen arrives, eat it fast. This is critical. Ramen is meant to be eaten hot. The noodles absorb broth as they sit. After 5 minutes, they start to get soft. After 10 minutes, they're mushy. The experience is ruined, so slurp loudly. Make noise. In Japan, slurping is not rude. It's respectful. It shows you're enjoying the food. It cools the noodles so you don't burn your mouth. And it aerates them, which enhances flavor. The louder you slurp, the better. There are a few etiquette rules. First, don't waste broth. Drink it if you can. Some people see it as the best part. Second, tip is not expected in Japan. In fact, don't tip. It can be seen as insulting. Third, don't ask for condiments that aren't on the table. Ramen shops are precise. The chef has balanced the flavor. Adding soy sauce or mayo might upset that balance. Finally, if you can't finish, that's okay. Just say you're full. But try to finish. It's wasteful otherwise. Where should you go? If you're in Tokyo for the first time, visit Ramen Alley in Shinjuku. It's a narrow alley with about 10 small ramen shops squeezed together. Each one is different. You can walk in, look at the counter, and choose based on what the other customers are eating. It's crowded, it's chaotic, but it's authentic. Or try Ichiran in Shibuya. It's a chain, so more tourist-friendly. but their tonkotsu is genuinely good. Or find a neighborhood shop. Walk around, look for long lines. Where there's a line, there's usually good ramen. One final fact: the most expensive bowl of ramen ever served in Tokyo cost over $100. It was topped with edible gold and rare ingredients. But the best bowl of ramen you'll ever have might cost $5. Might be from a shop run by one person who's been making the same broth for 40 years. Might be something no one has heard of. That's the magic of ramen. It's not about price, it's about intention. So when you go to Tokyo, try ramen, try different styles, try different shops, take your time. And remember, ramen is more than noodles and broth. It's a window into Japanese food culture. It's tradition made liquid. It's why millions of people return to the same small shop year after year for a bowl of soup. And maybe someday, you will too.